Hello and welcome back to another Physical Sciences 3 lecture. In the last lecture we did this example, which I'm looking at the bute-2-ene reacts with chlorine. So where we had a double bond in the middle of four carbons, so the bute-2-ene. Just wanted to now just quickly show the difference for a bute-2-ine. So it's very similar, except that it has a triple bond in the middle instead of that double bond. So essentially it's just a two-step process when we have a triple bond in there to become a saturated hydrocarbon. And the first step is that the one of the triple bonds will be broken and the bromines will go onto that. And then in the second step we have 2,3-dibromo bute-2-ene, okay? And we continue to add the bromine solution to this one, and then the bromines will go into the middle. So this is kind of important for testing for unsaturation, and it does appear in exams. So we do need to kind of highlight this. So a key feature when investigating the properties of hydrocarbons is to determine whether the compound is saturated or unsaturated, and this is frequently done by carrying out a test with bromine, Br2. And I spoke a little bit about this when I introduced the saturated hydrocarbons. So a saturated hydrocarbon will take a slow reaction, but a unsaturated hydrocarbon will undergo a fast reaction. Okay, so bromine, if you've been able to use it in the lab, it's great. But if you haven't, then basically what it is, it's a brown liquid, and when it is mixed with an unsaturated hydrocarbon, there is a very rapid addition reaction, as described earlier, and the new compound formed will be dibromo or tetrabromo compound. So this one is the tetrabromo, and we saw the dibromo up the top in our example. And the new compound will be colorless. So it will go very rapidly from brown to colorless to liquid. And so if you have that reaction, you know that your hydrocarbon is unsaturated. If there is no real reaction, then chances are it's saturated. Okay? So that's what you need to be able to, tell that in an exam. You need to be able to write that in an exam. So that's how you test for, unsaturated or saturated. So just use brown bromine, and if it's unsaturated, it'll become colorless. A rapid decolorization like that. Okay. We'll just quickly go over homologous series of hydrocarbons. Homologous just means that it has a similar kind of properties. I don't really want to go too far into these aliphatic, alicylic, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right now, or aromatic hydrocarbons. You can have a little read about what they are. You will not need to really know these for the exams. You shouldn't do anyway. But there is a nice little table here that's telling you about the different properties of alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. So it's worth having a read over this as well. So carbon chained or branched chained hydrocarbons, same thing here and same thing here. Okay, have only single bonds, double bonds, triple bonds. The name has an ane in it, name has an ene at the end, and name has ine on the end. Saturated hydrocarbons, these ones are unsaturated hydrocarbons. We have the formula here that is on your formula sheet, and these ones don't decolorize with bromine rapidly, and these two do. Okay, so that's a nice little table for you there. There we go, and saturated alice, and yeah, so you won't have to remember that too much for the exam. They should give you enough information to answer the question. So, the next lecture will start with combustion of hydrocarbons.